Okay, well, near enough done and dusted in terms of preparation. Fingers crossed that the weather doesn't deteriorate, don't get the game, but you're getting ready to start again. How's the enforced break been, and how happy are you with that preparation?
It's not ideal to have the length of time we've had since the last game. Over the last couple of months we seem to have had a bit of a stop-start, but no, preparations have gone well. We'll do the final little bit this morning with the players in the video room and out on the grass, and we're looking forward to the game tomorrow. Starts us off with a run of 9 games in a short period of time, and we're really looking forward to it. We're going to have to look after the players, what we do during the week, but we want to play football matches. It's better than training, so we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, you've been there as a player, haven't you? You know how players will feel when there's no game at the weekend or there's no midweek game to look forward to. You know, they get a little bit frustrated, and hopefully that frustration will come out right for you against Stockport.
Yeah, that's right. They get a little bit frustrated, and we want to take that frustration out tomorrow night with a good performance, high energy performance against a really good team. Went and watched them against Bradford in the week. I thought they were the slightly better team on the night. I know the game finished 0-0. But no, we're looking forward to it. Like I say, run of 9 games now. We're going to need everybody staying as fit as possible. You know, touch wood, we get a bit of luck with that. But no, like I say again, a bit of frustration in not having the games, but we're looking forward to now having a good run.
Yeah, well, there's been a bit of inactivity on the pitch at first team level. 3 new lads have arrived. There's still a few hours to go before anything else can come in. Hopefully that you can get in before, with the transfer window still being open. But one of your own, Mattis Holicek, has also signed a long-term contract. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, really pleased to have that one done pretty quickly with Mattis, and him to show the commitment with the football club and the faith in signing a long-term contract. He's showing faith in us in terms of how we can help him develop and move forward. Like I think all the young lads should back us, we back them from an early age, but really good signing for the football club. He's got a bright future, and now it's about just building him up at a good pace, so when he does feature in the first team, he's more than ready.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He's one with huge potential. You've got to manage that. He's got to work hard at it as well. But over the many years, that's what the supporters love, isn't it? To see one of their own get some first team football in a Crewe shirt.
Yeah, absolutely, and they should be excited to get to see him play. They've seen glimpses of him. Obviously, he played against Leeds, which Leeds totally dominated the football, so he had to work on the other side of his game. We've seen him in the Youth Cup at Gresty Road, you know, one of the standout performers. So they should be excited to see him play, but not only with Mattis, but with, you know, Joel Taberner getting more goal time. Charlie Finney's going to be back in the next week on the grass. So, you know, we've got some exciting young players coming through.
Just wrapping up with Mattis, he is that exciting prospect. Are you expecting him, now that his contract's done and dusted and his future's signed, sealed and delivered, to make a bit of an immediate impact in your thoughts?
I don't think the contract situation's affected him at all. He's here all the time, very rarely misses training, perform well in whatever category he's had to play in terms of the 18s, reserve team, 21s. So you know, his performance levels have been good. It's up to him now to really kick on. Obviously that security behind him, he can really focus on what he needs to. But I think young players don't really go off the boil because of contract situation. They just got enthusiasm to play football, and he's got that in abundance. And hopefully, you know, in the not too distant future, we can see him in the first team.
Well, the month of January is nearly over, so you know what's coming, and we won't be able to ask you again till summertime, so we might as well bring it into play now. It is nearly over for you as well as the main man in charge of all the recruitment for your first main window. Just before we talk about whether there's any possibility of anything else happening, how do you think it's gone for you?
In terms of getting the players in we wanted, I think it's gone really well. You know, the clubs that we've worked with to get these deals done have been brilliant, really straightforward. There's no messes in terms of trying to get these things done. You know, when you hear a manager talk about phone calls, I know what they mean now. I know what they mean, because it is relentless with phone calls. We do have a recruitment team, but it always seems to find its way through to the manager or Alex. but no, it's been good in terms of what we've been able to do with a couple of days left.
I thought you were going to mention me then, making the call. I'm glad you didn't. Anyway, Stockport are up next, of course, and they've become a bit like a lot of the teams in the division. You know, they've done well to settle into where they are, and had a run of 4 straight wins, but now I think they've only won 1 in the last 4. It's that type of inconsistency, do you think, in the league, really?
Yeah, I think they had to adapt to the league a little bit, didn't they, when they come in? Got some really good players, and like I say, like teams will go through these in the league. I wouldn't expect anyone at the top to go through the rest of the season without losing football matches. That's the league we're in, really competitive league from top to bottom. But like you say, they're going the result at the weekend. They've had more games than us recently, so we'll see how that pans out. But I can imagine he'll have them revved up for the game against us off the back of what happened at the weekend. Night
game, decent crowd though. Always brings better atmosphere, doesn't it, for spectators and players and managers.
Yeah, and we were looking forward to it the other Saturday. It would have been a really good afternoon, wouldn't it? They bring in a few. I imagine they're all going to come again. Well, no, night games were always my favourite. Played in night games. So hopefully a good crowd. Like I say, we're on the back of some good positive results and performances. So we're hoping for a good game. Yeah,
you're an unbeaten run of three in the league. It's the start, as you already mentioned, of a very hectic month, but a start of a sequence of home games as well. It's a real opportunity to push yourself up that table and close the gap on the leading clubs.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of games in hand, haven't we, on teams around us as well. But we need to concentrate on what we're doing, and particularly at home. We've got to become better at home. We've got to pick up more points at home, and then work on our away performances, because I'm not sure one away win, 2 away wins this season. So that's the obvious to work on. But we want to make Gresty Road a bit of a fortress, and now people have said that, I've said that, but that's the players' home. We've got to work hard to make it a place where people don't enjoy coming.